on, talk to me.
Yeah.
Now I want to show you something because this is where I want to talk about. The solar eclipse of 2017 is going to take place tomorrow, August the 21st. All right? Now, I'm going to break this down to you before I get through here, but listen what I'm going to say. Something's going to happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened today.
Yeah.
Something happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But I do understand what people are saying. Brother Hickman, things like this don't happen every day. Yeah, there's some strange things that are happening.
Right.
Come on, talk to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's going to be a strange thing. Because if you live in Oregon, around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, their time, there's going to be an eclipse that starts in it. It's going to go until about 2:30 South Carolina time. You're going to say, well, that's just another phenomenon. That's just another sign. Well, let me show you something in the Word of God. Mark chapter 13 and verse 33. It said, take heed, watch, and pray. But in Luke chapter 21, verse 25, he says, in the last days there will be signs in the sun, the moon, and in the stars. Do you see that? So God has given us signs for a reason.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Right.
There's a stop sign out here at the end of this street for a reason. If you run that stop sign and somebody else is coming down the road, you're going to wish you had stopped.
Right.
Okay? So signs, are you with me, are for a reason and for a season. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. The sea and the waves war. Now, I begin to read that, and I begin to think, Lord, you've given us signs. You've given us signs. You've given us signs. So is God really trying to tell us something with this solar eclipse that's going on? Look, listen to me, church. God's been trying to tell us something for 2,000 years. Will it take a solar eclipse to wake some people? It might. Hello. Some people it takes getting to prison to wake them up. Going to jail. Come on, having a heart attack. I mean, there's things that God uses to wake us up. But here's the thing I want you to look at, because God has been trying to warn us. Look in Luke chapter 4. He says, and there shall be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars. Look at the next verse. Men's hearts are going to fail them for fear. That's what scares me most than anything else. Is that people's hearts are failing them for fear. Fear is taking over our nation. Fear is taking over our world. Are you with me? Men's hearts will fail them for fear. For the looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Oh, come on, talk to me. Say, brother, are you worried about tomorrow? I'm not worried about tomorrow. And then shall they say, the Son of Man coming in a great cloud, and power and great glory. Now, God's got all this in His timetable. God's got all this in His plan. Now, do I believe that this solar eclipse is trying to speak to us? Yes, I believe it is. I believe He's trying to warn some people. So let me show you what the Spirit of God revealed to me this week. Is God telling us something with this solar eclipse? Look at this. Behold, the bridegroom coming. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Jesus is coming.
Yes, He is.
And He's coming again real soon.
Yes, He is.
Like Sister Margie's saying, don't let Him catch you
Yeah.
with your work undone.
Yes.
All right. Does something have to happen tomorrow? No.
No.
Does it have to happen? No. Tomorrow could be just another ordinary day, except we're going to see the sun not as bright in some of the areas of America. Are you with me? Does something have to happen or no? Is God sovereign and in control? Yes.
Amen.
Hello.
Oh, yes.
If He wants to, He could stop the event from even happening
That's right.
tomorrow.
Amen.
If He wants to.
Amen. Yeah.
Will something happen tomorrow? Yes.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of things happen tomorrow.
Yes, it will be.
Some of you are going to get up and go to work tomorrow. Some of you are not going to get up tomorrow and go to work. Come on.
Yeah.
Is something going to happen? Yes. The moon's going to hide the sun for a few moments. It'll have an impact on the earth. It always does.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Temperature might even drop 20 to 30 degrees in the area of the totality of the eclipse. I'm going to prove to you some things tonight that's going to happen tomorrow. Psychologists warn that there could be more psychological problems that could occur. Because the sun is just a big magnet in the sky. And it has a pull upon the earth. Can things happen? Sure, things are going to happen tomorrow. Scientists are worried that there's going to be physical problems. Hello. Scientists are worried that earthquakes could even occur in this time. Because it crosses 3 major fault lines. It's amazing. Because I want to show you they're even worried about the power grid failing and all this thing. People say, man, what am I going to do? You better trust God.
Amen. Amen.
Is there anything you can do anyway?
No.
That's right.
Watch.
Right.
Last time I checked, I didn't have the power to make the sun stand still.
No.
But God does.
Yes, He does. Yes, He does.
Right? Help. I can't take a piece of clay
That's right.
and mold it into man.
That's right.
But I have a Father
Yes.
who can.
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah.
I can't make this world revolve like it's supposed to. Tilted on this axle. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? And keep me at the right rotation. That if I was just 1 degree to the north or 1 degree to the south, I'd either burn up or freeze to death. Come on, talk to me. Are you with me? But we have a Father. We have a Father who can. He sits high, but He looks low. And He guides my feet everywhere I go. Come on, talk to me. Amen. That's the one that I'm trusting in. Hallelujah. So I begin to pray, Sister Shirley, and begin to study this all out. I'm trying to hurry. Just hang on with me just a moment. So what does this solar eclipse mean? Well, to us it may not mean very much, but when you study the Bible from the original translation, understand this, and I want you to know this real clear. The Bible, the majority of the Bible, is not for the Christian reading. It is from a Hebrew standpoint. Are you with me? The Hebrews or the Jews wrote the books of the Bible. Other than the book of Acts and the letters of Paul, 13 epistles of Paul, are they directed to the church. Everything else in the Word of God, its first primarily purpose, Brother Gerald, was for Israel.
Yeah.
Understand that? So I understand what I'm going with this. To us, seeing things like that may not mean nothing. But to a Jew, to an Israelite or to an Israeli, it means a lot more. Because they go by a different calendar than we go by.
Yeah.
They go by signs, where we don't go by signs. Now, we've got away from it. Now, Grandma and Grandpa went by more signs than we did. How many's ever heard your grandma and grandpa get a farmer's almanac?
Yeah.
And they went by signs. Because these signs were all handed down through tradition.
Yeah.
And it was signs of where the sun and the moon was strategically placed. Farmers, Brother Jim, would even plant their crops according to the farmer's almanac. Am I right?
Right.
Because of certain signs. I had people in our church that would not take medicine or would not do surgery if the sign was not right. Now, you're going to think, well, are they getting into witchcraft and stuff? No, it was just part of a different type of a calendar than what we're used to.
Yeah.
Hello? And most of that calendar was based upon the Jewish calendar that we're not used to. We're not used to the Jewish calendar. We have a 365-day calendar where we have a leap year every 4 years because we add that day. But to the Jews, they have a different type of calendar altogether. They go by a different system altogether. All right? That's why Easter, to the Jew, Passover, is in different times of the year for us. They may have it one year in March, next year it may be close down to April. Are you with me? Because it's based on a different type of calendar. I want you to keep that in mind because I wrote this down because this solar eclipse means different things to different people.
Yes,
I
it
want to
does.
show you this real quick because to the Jew it meant that if a solar eclipse fell over a nation, that meant that it was an ill fortune for that nation. If that line fell over a nation, that meant that that nation was going to experience a judgment. If it was a lunar eclipse, then it meant that that was for the children of Israel or the nation of Israel. Okay? Now let me show you what I mean by that through the Bible. I'm not going to go very far, but I want to show you a few times. When God sent out a plague in Moses' day that the sun would not shine in the land of Egypt, the Egyptians saw complete darkness. But the children of Israel that lived in Goshen, which was just a few hundred miles north,